What if I told you that in the near future, robots will not only operate in factories, but also in our homes, hospitals, and even outer space, performing activities that demand human-like precision? A future in which robots can cook, tie your shoelaces, and even do intricate surgery. This isn't a sci-fi dream, it's closer than you think. Consider a machine that can thread a needle, pick up an egg without breaking it, or play a musical instrument with the precision of a professional pianist. This degree of dexterity, deemed inconceivable only a few years ago, is now within grasp. Deepmind's innovative AI algorithms, Aloha Unleashed and Demo Start, are driving this technological leap. They have broken a formula that has eluded engineers for decades: how to give robots the capacity to do complicated, delicate jobs with the same ease and agility as humans. But how precisely do they do this? What does this mean for the future of robots, industry, and even our personal lives? Let's look at a world where robots not only think like humans, but also move like them. Without further ado, let's dive right in. For years, manufacturers restricted robots to repetitive, pre-programmed tasks. We've seen them at factories, lifting big items, putting together automobiles, and packing products. These devices thrive at repeated, high-force jobs that might exhaust or damage a human worker. Their shortcomings become clear when it comes to jobs that need accuracy, flexibility, and adaptation, all of which human hands excel at. Robots can lift a vehicle, but when asked to fold a sheet of paper, they are absolutely lost. They lack the dexterity to complete delicate, varied activities. But all of that is changing already. Deepmind, the firm behind some of the most major advances in artificial intelligence, has created two new AI systems, Aloha Unleashed and Demo Start, which educate robots to move and think like people. These systems are aimed at addressing one of robots' most challenging challenges: acquiring fine motor skills and flexibility. So, what exactly do Aloha Unleashed and Demo Start mean? Aloha Unleashed is intended to teach robots how to manipulate items with both hands in harmony. Consider the difficulty of tying a shoelace, folding clothes, or building a piece of furniture. These are jobs that need not just strength, but also a complex grasp of how different items interact, how much force to use, and how to adapt if things don't go as planned. Traditionally, robots were programmed with strict instructions for each task. If something goes wrong, such as a piece of machinery being slightly out of position or the surroundings changing, the robot will stop, unable to react. Aloha Unleashed changes this by utilizing imitation learning. Instead of training the robot step by step, it learns by observing a person performing the activity. Once the robot has viewed the example a few times, it can adjust and do the task independently. Imagine teaching a youngster how to tie their shoes. At first, they struggle. You demonstrate it a few times, teaching them the moves and guiding their hands through the loops. After a few attempts, they begin to get the feel of it. This is how Aloha Unleashed works. The AI watches how a person completes a job and then mimics it, fine-tuning its actions via a process known as diffusion. However, Aloha Unleashed does more than merely teach basic skills. It is designed to manage difficult, two-handed coordination. Consider a robot holding a fragile object in one hand and building something with the other. This is no longer science fiction. It is now taking place in research laboratories. Next, let's discuss Demo Start, which aims to improve robots' fine motor abilities through multi-finger manipulation. Consider jobs that demand complex hand motions, such as unscrewing a light bulb, reorienting a tool in your hand, or playing the piano. These activities need a high level of dexterity and force sensitivity, both of which robots have hitherto lacked. Demo Start is intended to address these difficulties head-on. The secret to Demo Start's success is a combination of reinforcement learning and very realistic simulations. Robots are placed in simulated settings to practice tasks hundreds, if not millions, of times. These simulations are not limited to basic environments. They are intended to simulate the intricacies of the actual world by accounting for friction, weight, light fluctuations, and other factors. Each time the robot completes a job, it receives input on whether it succeeded or failed. The AI refines its moves and learns from its mistakes. It's as if the robot is attending a fast-paced school where every minor mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow. With enough experience, the robot will be able to complete tasks with a 98% success rate. But here's the truly remarkable part. When these robots are moved from their simulations to the real world, they maintain their high level of performance. They may adjust to real-world changes, such as small modifications in an object's location, surface texture, or ambient illumination. For example, if a robot is entrusted with picking up a wet and slippery object, it can change its grip to avoid dropping it. Alternatively, if a fragile object is slightly misaligned, it can adapt its movement to suit the alteration. Here is where domain randomization comes into play. During the training simulations, the AI is exposed to a broad range of environmental elements, including varying textures, lighting conditions, and even the forms and placement of items. This teaches the robots to be adaptive, preparing them for the messy, unpredictable real world. Previously, robots struggled when things did not go exactly as planned. Thanks to Demo Start, they can now deal with uncertainty in the same way that humans do. So, how does this affect the future? Aloha Unleashed and Demo Start have a wide range of applications. In manufacturing, robots will be able to perform more complex assembly tasks that previously required human labor. Consider a robot constructing the delicate components of a smartphone or a sophisticated piece of machinery, ensuring that every element is correctly positioned. This has the potential to revolutionize businesses by increasing production speed and efficiency and reducing mistake rates. These innovations have the potential to revolutionize healthcare. We're already seeing robots help in surgery, but their duties are often restricted to repetitive activities, like holding equipment or making accurate incisions. With Aloha Unleashed and Demo Start, robots might take on increasingly difficult, sensitive responsibilities, such as suturing wounds, handling organs with care, and even aiding in very intricate surgeries when human surgeons require an additional set of precise hands. Then there's the possibility of space exploration. Space missions need equipment that can adapt to harsh and unpredictable conditions. Robots with human-like dexterity may repair spaceships, handle sensitive scientific equipment, or even explore the surfaces of faraway planets where no humans have yet set foot. Their capacity to adapt to changing surroundings and complete complicated tasks with precision qualifies them for the unknown difficulties of space. On a more personal level, these robots might eventually infiltrate our homes. Imagine getting home from work to discover that your robot helper has not only cleaned the floors, but also folded the clothes, organized the debris, and set the table. Aloha Unleashed and Demo Start bring us closer to our ideal of having robots as dependable domestic aides that can handle duties we don't have time for. However, not everything is going smoothly. While the technology is excellent, there are still some obstacles to overcome. Scaling these technologies for wider use, ensuring safety in uncertain conditions, and making them affordable to a variety of businesses will be critical. Furthermore, as robots become more incorporated into our everyday lives, there will be significant ethical concerns to resolve. What happens when machines begin undertaking duties that were formerly designated for humans? How will this impact jobs, societal institutions, and our sense of self? These are large problems, but one thing is certain. Aloha Unleashed and Demo Start have paved the way for a future in which robots think, move, and adapt like people. It's a future full of fascinating opportunities and difficulties that we'll need to manage wisely. The future of robotics is about more than just making machines quicker and stronger. It is about their growing intelligence, adaptability, and human-like accuracy. We are living at a watershed moment in history, in which robots are no longer restricted to repetitive, brute force activities. They're learning to emulate human dexterity by manipulating things as little as shoelaces and as complicated as surgical tools. And this is only the beginning. Imagine a society in which robots manage everything from the ordinary to the miraculous, allowing us to concentrate on creativity, invention, and human connection. However, just as these machines advance, so must we. Are we prepared to coexist with a new type of intelligence, one capable of matching and even surpassing our physical abilities? The future is emerging in front of us, and it will challenge our perceptions of what was previously considered feasible. What's your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Check out the next video on your screen. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching.